The conditional formulas are, we're going to talk about the and, or, and not formulas. So you can do a lot of this kind of functionality within regular if statements, but this makes it a little bit easier for us. So we're going to start with how to do some text-based with and here's the formula, and as you can see it says equal and the way that this is going to read is if A2 is Greg, and if A3 is Bob, and if A4 is Jack, then it's going to display true. So as you can see, I've got currently a false because A2 is Greg, A3 is blank, and A4 is Jack. So if I put in Bob here, it changes the value to true. If I move the values around, so I've got Greg, Jack, and Bob, that's also false. So what we want to do is make sure that our values are true in this case. Now we're going to do a similar test over here with numbers, and what we're going to do is we're going to say if C2 is greater than or equal to 50 and C2 is greater than or less than or equal to 100, then it's true. And as you can see right now, it is true. But if we type in 49, it becomes false. If we do 101, it's false. So anything within the range 50 to 100 is going to be true in this particular case. Now, or formulas are kind of an either or options can be true or not. So let's take a look at the first one. So if A6 is Greg, or A6 is Jack, or A6 is Bob, I want you to return true. If that's not the case, then it's false. So we're going to do blank, it's false. If I do Barry, it's false. But if I do Greg, true, Bob, true, Jack, true. Now if we look at the numbers case here, we have if C6 is less than 0, or if C6 is greater than 10, then where it's going to be true. Now right now we're in between that range, so we're at 9, so it's currently false. So if I do 0, it's false because it wasn't equal to. So -1 is true, and 11 is also true, but 10, 5 are all false. Now let's take a look at not formulas. So not is going to be the opposite of whatever the condition is. So if the condition is true, A6 or A2 is equal to Greg, but I want the opposite. So I want not if A6 is equal to Greg, not. So let's take a look at how that works. So here we have if A9 is not equal to Greg, then it's true. And so it's kind of the opposite. So it's Bob, and so that's not Greg, so that's true. Jack, empty. But if I type in Greg, it's now false because I do not want Greg in this particular case. With numbers, we could do the same thing. If C9 is not less than 100, then it's true. So as you can see, 101 is definitely greater than 100, so it's currently true. So if I type in 99, it's now false. Now this is interesting. I set up this one. This is checking to see if D9 is true or not. This, by default, whatever this value is, it's looking for true because it, as you solve the equation, it's looking for true or false answers. So if D9 is not true, then display true. And as you can see here, D9 is currently false, so this shows true. If I do that, where now D9 is true, now it's false. So nots are, just remember, the opposites of what we're looking for.